doing the poem that James is saying about all the creatures.
My friends, this is the centipede, and let me make it known. He is so sweet and gentle that although he has overgrown, the Queen of Spain again and again has summoned him by phone.
To babysit and sing, and be a chaperone. When a nurse is off and all the royal children are alone.
Small wonder, said a fireman, they're no longer on the throne. The earthworm, on the other hand, said James, beginning to expand,
is great for digging up the land and making old soils newer. Moreover, you should understand he would be absolutely grand for digging subway tunnels and for making you a sewer. The earthworm blushed and beamed with pride.
Miss Spider clapped and cheered and cried, could any words be truer? And the grasshopper, ladies and gents, is a boon
in millions and millions of ways. You have to only ask him to give you a tune.
And he plays and he plays and he plays. As a toy for your children, he's perfectly sweet. There's nothing so good in the shops.
You've only to tickle the soles of his feet, and he hops and he hops and he hops. He can't be very fierce, exclaimed the head of all the cops.
And now without excuse, I'd like to introduce this charming glowing level of sympathy. She's easy to install on your ceiling or your wall.
And although this lacks a bit of eccentricity, it's really rather clever, for thereafter you will never
have the slightest need for using electricity, at which no less than 52 policemen cried, if this is true, that creature will get some fabulous publicity.
And here we have Miss Spider, with a mile of thread and cider, who has personally requested me to say that she's never met Miss Buffet on her charming little tuffet. If she had, she'd not have been frightened her away.
If it looks something to learn you, then I don't think it'll harm you. I repeat at least 100 times a day. I must never kill a spider. I must only help and guide her. And invite her in the nursery to play. The police are nodded slightly, and the fireman smiled politely, and about a dozen people cried, hooray!
And here's my darling ladybug, so beautiful, so kind. My greatest comfort since this trip began. She has 400 children, and she's left them all behind, but they're coming on the next peach if they can.
The cops cried, she's entrancing. The firemen started dancing. All the crowds all started cheering to a man.
And now the silkworm, James went on, whose silk will bear comparison with all the greatest silks there are in Rome and Philadelphia, if you were to search the whole world through.
From Paraguay to Timbuktu, I don't think you would find one bit of silk that could compare with it. Even the shops in Singapore don't have stuff, and what is more,
the silkworm bade, I'll have you know, the honor not so long ago, to spin and weave and sew and press the Queen of England's wedding dress.
And she's already made and sent a waistcoat for your president. Well, good for her, the cops cried out.
And all at once a mighty shout went up around the Empire State. Let's get them down at once. Why, wait.
I'm doing the poem before Centipede fell off the beach. Once upon a time when pigs were swine and monkeys chewed tobacco, and hens took snuff to make themselves tough, and ducks said quack, quack, quacko. And porcupines drank fiery wines, and goats ate tapioca. And old Mother Hubbard got stuck in the...
Okay. And that's the end. Very good. Let's give them each a round of applause. Okay. Okay, next.
I'm doing one about Aunt Sponge. Aunt Sponge was terrifically fat and tremendously flabby at that. Her tummy and waist was soggy as paste. It was worse on the place where she sat. So she said, I must make myself flat. I must make myself sleek as a cat. I shall do without dinner to make myself thinner. But along came the peach, oh the beautiful peach, and made her far thinner than that.
And Spiker was thin and wire, and as dry as a bone, only drier. She was so long and thin, if you carried her in, you could use her for poking the fire. I must do something quickly, she foamed. I want fat. I want pound upon pound. I must eat lots and lots of marshmallows and chalks till I start bulging out all around. Oh, yes, she announced. I have sworn that I'll alter my figure by dawn, cried the peach with a snigger. I'll alter your figure and iron her out on the lawn.